Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Adam22. Let's get right into it. Adam22 is the owner of the hip-hop platform No Jumper, which is one of the biggest hip-hop platforms in the West Coast. No Jumper has managed to become one of the most influential platforms in hip-hop, especially when it comes to upcoming talent. No Jumper was actually created by a man named George Potter in 2011, which I assume was a friend of Adam22. It started as a website that George created off Tumblr, with Adam22 funding the site. No Jumper ran as a website until 2012, when they stopped posting on the site altogether. In 2015, Adam would reintroduce No Jumper as his own YouTube channel, where he would eventually begin interviewing the biggest underground music acts. His YouTube career would reach new heights when he gave XXXTentacion an interview early on in his career. This interview is currently sitting on 19 million views as we speak. Definitely a career-changing interview for both Adam and XXXTentacion. Now, many of you might already know how No Jumper started, but what many of you might not know is who Adam22 really is. Ever since I first saw Adam22 in his No Jumper show, I felt there was something off about him. I always questioned how a man like Adam ended up becoming so influential within hip-hop culture. He seemed to have come literally out of nowhere and created a hip-hop platform overnight, interviewing an endless supply of celebrities. But who exactly is Adam22, and how did he get to where he is today? When researching Adam, I found a lot of interesting information that to me paints a clear picture of who Adam22 really is. First off, we must talk about Adam22's real name, as it helps a lot with revealing who he really is. Adam22's real name is Adam John Grand Mason. Just off the last name alone, you should already know something is off. As it turns out, the Grand Mason family is very well connected with some very important people. See, Adam22's father, whose name is Philip J. Grand Mason, actually worked for Bill Clinton. Adam's father and Bill Clinton were very good friends, with Adam even attending parties and events hosted by the Clinton family. Adam's father was so close to Bill Clinton that Bill even pardoned Adam's father for his felony fraud charges that he was facing. Adam even admits his connection to the Clintons in an interview he did.
On the your Wikipedia, it says that your father was really good friends with Bill Clinton.
He was.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
The whole thing. My dad was like a Democrat working on local campaigns and stuff at that time when I'm in like second grade. And so my dad's like helping him out and was like a part of the campaign. Like we would be going to Bill Clinton events and on the weekend when I was a kid and stuff. And yeah, my dad helped him win his initial presidency. My dad went down for a like basically like a corporate crime type thing where he was like accused of misusing his power in the local government to award a contract to his employer. So my dad goes to prison in like 95 for like a year, and then when he gets out, Bill Clinton leaves office a couple of years later, and Bill Clinton gives my dad a presidential pardon.
Awesome.
As you heard for yourself, Adam admits that his father and Bill Clinton were good friends. Now, we already know what kind of friends Adam's father and Clinton's were. They were Masonic brothers. It is common knowledge that all the presidents are Masonic puppets who look out for other Masonic puppets. And this is exactly what Philip J. Grand Mason was, a Masonic puppet pushing the Masonic agenda. And I believe Adam22 is following in his father's footsteps. I have personally never heard the last name Grand Mason ever in my life, and in my opinion, it seems to be an obvious reference to the Masonic order, specifically the Grand Master Masons. If you watch this channel, then you should know that the Grand Master Mason is one of the highest degrees in Masonry and are the leaders of the lodge. This is what led me to believe that Adam's entire persona and agenda was created by the Masonic order. Just like DJ Academics, they use Adam to control and build Masonic puppets for the world to worship. People like Adam22 give these artists more worth and fame as they consistently talk about them, making them more relevant. In my opinion, Adam22 is a Masonic agent, sent in to have more control over the agenda in the music industry. Clearly, Adam is a puppet, and we can see this with the image he portrays. In my opinion, it appears that Adam22 is a Satanist as well. But if you were to ask Adam, he claims that he is not a Satanist, but an atheist who doesn't believe in a God. He even states that most of his friends don't believe in God either. Adam admits this himself during an interview he did with DC Young Fly, who was telling Adam that he needs to find God.
Like, you gotta stay prayed up. Like, we don't be telling nobody about God no more. You feel me? Like, you gotta teach these kids, bro. Start being prayed up. God is real, bro. You feel me?
You think I'm sick in the head because I'm an atheist? I don't believe in God?
Damn, they crazy.
I bet you think it's crazy.
For real,
Like,
atheists for real.
yeah, almost everybody I feel like I know, my girl, most of my close friends, I feel like almost all of them are atheists.
For real.
We come
Why
from different
are
worlds.
you atheists though?
I just feel like I've never seen any evidence of God. I have any reason to try to venture a guess. I feel like all the holy Bibles that people base their religious ideas on, there's really like, it's just a huge leap of faith that I don't think there's any kind of logic behind.
For real.
Yeah, I grew up going to church all the time and stuff. It just never made any sense
Some
to
stuff
me.
got physical towards you. Like you got to see it.
You know, I'm willing
You one
to
of those?
I'm willing to believe in like atoms and nuclear. It doesn't need to come from anywhere. Evolution, Big Bang.
What do you mean? It has to be taught. Where you think it come from?
No, you don't need God for morality. Right and wrong.
Where? No. It's called having faith.
You don't-
Faith is what? Go ahead.
Faith is foolish. It's faith is believing in something
have
without
no
having
hope.
any reason to believe it.
That's having
But just
no
because
hope.
you want to have hope doesn't mean that you need to that it actually is real.
As you heard for yourself, Adam states that he doesn't believe in God. It almost appeared that Adam was targeting DC Young Fly's choice of worship as well. Now, I agree with Adam. I don't think he worships God, but I do not believe he is an atheist. I believe Adam is a Satanist, and we can see this in many ways. First of all, in this very interview he did with DC Young Fly, the thumbnail of the video shows Adam wearing a 666 devil sweatshirt. The sweatshirt clearly shows the devil with 666 and a money sign on it, clearly indicating that Adam is a Satanist. I find that this was done subliminally to show that Adam is a Satanist, as in the interview, he is trying to demonize those who worship God. It's interesting that they chose this photo of Adam wearing this devil shirt for the thumbnail when Adam wasn't even wearing this shirt during the interview. It makes it even more strange when Adam is claiming that he doesn't worship God and arguing against the worship of God. This is the overall message that Adam and No Jumper spread. We can find more proof that Adam 22 is a Satanist with his tattoos. Usually what a person puts on their body represents them, and Adam 22 shows us exactly who he represents with his tattoos. The first tattoo we need to talk about is the one on his face. Adam tattooed an inverted cross on his face that to me contradicts his statement of being an atheist. An inverted cross represents the Antichrist, and it's commonly used by Satanists. Adam decided to mark his face with a symbol that directly goes against God. To me, not only does this prove that Adam was lying when he claims he is an atheist, but it also shows that he has a lot of hatred towards God, so much so that he felt he needed to tattoo an inverted cross on his face. The next tattoo we have to talk about is the one on his hand. He has a tattoo that clearly represents Baphomet on his hand. You can see the tattoo is a clear representation of Baphomet, horns and all. Again, contradicting Adam's claims that he is an atheist who doesn't believe in God nor the devil. It's clear that Adam 22 is a Satanist and a Masonic puppet who is used to push the Masonic agenda. He was sent to infiltrate hip-hop and guide those who consume hip-hop to a burning end. Another agenda that I have seen Adam push heavily is simp culture. Simp culture has been growing rapidly, and we are starting to see the destruction it causes. Adam 22 seems to be one of the men heavily pushing simp culture with his platform. Adam nowadays is just as much as an adult film star as he is a media personality. He is clearly pushing an agenda to his fans with his Patreon exclusive content he makes. Adam can be seen encouraging his fans to be simps by paying to see women he and his wife get to be with. To me, this is clearly Adam's agenda with his Patreon content. Another thing that we must talk about is Adam allegedly doing things he shouldn't do with a girl that was too young to be with a man of Adam's age. I cannot get into detail due to the community guidelines, but you can look it up with a simple Google search. Adam even lost his label deal that he had gotten with Atlantic Records due to what he was accused of. The only reason Atlantic distanced themselves from Adam was because of the bad press this would publicly cause the label, but I am pretty sure that they were still working with Adam behind the scenes. What amazes me is that people get cancelled for much less, and Adam seemingly continued his career untouched, even becoming much bigger since. To me, this clearly shows that Adam is protected by the Masonic Order. He was sent into the music industry for a reason. People need to question, how does a white man from New Hampshire, who most likely did not grow up on hip-hop culture, end up as one of the biggest hip-hop influencers in the West Coast? In my opinion, the Masons created Adam 22's entire image and his role. They instructed him to push the agenda that he pushes through his channel. We must not allow these platforms to have influence over our minds. They use these platforms to instruct us on who to worship, and in my opinion, Adam 22, or let's call him by his real name, Adam Grand Mason, is exactly what he seems to be, a puppet being used to spread the Masonic agenda. His family connection, his last name, and the agenda being pushed through his channel all paints a clear picture on Adam 22 and what he stands for. Well, that's it for this video. But before you go, I just want to let you guys know that in the next video, I will be announcing the winner of the 100K sub giveaway. If you haven't entered by subscribing to both of my channels and commenting below, make sure you do so in this video, as this will be your last chance to enter the giveaway. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching this episode of The Truth Is. If you would like to further support the channel, join me on Patreon, the link would be in the description. If you join before the 28th of this month, you could be entered to this month's monthly raffle, where you can win a shirt, a cash prize, and even pick a video topic. Also, please leave a comment below on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you like this video, please hit the like button, as this helps other people find these videos. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. Please follow me on Instagram at TheTruthIs01 and on TikTok at TheTruthIs. I will gladly appreciate it. Thank you. Goodbye.